Pikmin. I want to see the way that Pikmin is going to deal with someone like Ivysaur, who's so good at spacing out and really cutting through those Pikmin. So here we go, game 1, winner's quarters.
Starting off on Pokemon Stadium 2.
That Pokemon Stadium 2, very basic stage, kind of like the new Smashville from Smash 4. Everybody tends to start here, you know? I think it's a great way to figure out, okay, what's my opponent about? What's their options? What are their defensive plays? What are their aggressive plays? This really does come down to these 2 platforms here. How are they going to use it? And while supporting a long stage as well.
Yeah, but with Tweek coming through from Evo, getting 2nd place, you know that the momentum is definitely on Tweek's side in terms of the crowd favorite as well. Doing such a good job at almost beating MKLeo, but unfortunately falling short of it. You know he wants his run back within the Super Smash Con 2019 here, having to go through Shuton as well.
I really like the option here coming from Tweek, going for, let's just say, Squirtle for most of the stock. I think that Shuton in general, Olimar can have a hard time dealing with Squirtle. So small, so quick. You know, no one really likes, well, Olimar doesn't really like people really getting into him. He really wants to have you as far away as possible. So going Squirtle for most of that, and now going into Ivysaur to maybe steal this stock is the way to go.
Yeah, we can't ignore the recent buffs that Charizard got as well. You see the up throw coming through. Olimar definitely not even close to a heavy character, rather on the way lighter side, and losing his stock to that up throw. Tweek, of course, taking advantage of the buffs that Charizard got. You know, now we've been seeing Nair into back air early percent. It's absolutely insane.
There's actually tons of hits that Charizard can do with Nair. So not only hits from back air, but to fair, to up air. It really sets up in weird directions depending on the hits. We also have forward throw that now kills at 90 on edge, back air as well. And the fact that Flare Blitz can now snap on edge, not consistently, but can actually snap, is a big thing for Charizard.
And of course, Ivysaur coming through from Tweek. I feel like Tweek's probably heaviest in terms of like strongest Pokemon is definitely Squirtle. And I really like how he's been using Ivysaur a lot more, even repping the Ivysaur tag in Evo as well. I feel like it's kind of like a mental thing of, okay, time to use this character more. Goes for that tech, despite getting downed. I believe he did DI into the stage to go for that tech, with that side B sliding through, catching Shuton off guard.
Yeah, I mean, Shuton was a little bit busy landing there, used his jump, had no landing option. Great stuff, Tweek acknowledging that, using the Flare Blitz to really settle in through. Shuton, though, not down for the count, preparing his Pikmin for the 2nd stock to make as much damage as possible.
Definitely a big comeback to come from nonetheless. I mean, I like the usage of Charizard from Tweek around the end there, knowing that he would switch to Squirtle right after he came out from that Heaven platform, gets in for this extra damage. Actually air dodges back into the stage, not trying to overcommit against Shuton.
Yeah, it's definitely very important to really stay calm against Olimar. Someone who is constantly throwing projectiles at you, constantly spacing himself, not letting you get in, is something you need to have against Olimar, not letting yourself get overwhelmed. And I think Tweek is doing an amazing job with that, just being patient. But Shuton coming in with the 1-2, man.
Yeah, hitting you with the 1-2 jab and going forward again. Tweek even tried to spot dodge through that, but he knew that he couldn't. He had to just forcibly hold shield and kind of roll back there. Switching to the Ivysaur, using the Nair to get these Pikmin off. The sacrificing of the Pikmin.
He's like, you know what, man, I don't need you. I need someone else at the moment. Get out of here.
Yeah, trying to get him off. That purple Pikmin dealing so much damage. I mean, Tweek already at 141.
This is an issue. Shuton now in advantage state. Tweek having a hard time finding himself just in the center of the stage. Finally finds it, that Vine Whip, and Razor Leaf so good at getting control for Ivysaur. Shuton on edge. Here comes the spacing from Charizard. Very careful. The forward tilt, again, it has been buffed. It does kill. Maybe even center stage against a character like Olimar.
Especially if he gets the tip part of Charizard's forward tilt, is really scary, but Shuton's not going to try to test that out. I said, all right, man, you could hold that.
Yeah. All right, we have the 1-2 coming out again with the up smash. I love that he baited out the spot dodge from Tweek, and now it's just racking up so much damage. Again, Olimar, a character who gets so much off of one hit, but it really comes down to getting in and getting that kill.
I definitely agree. I love how he held shield right there, but that shield poke, Tweek getting out of that situation, using the back air, swiping at Shuton, sending him towards the ledge. No follow-up with that down air into up air, but nonetheless still gets the grab and takes out Shuton in this game 1.
A lot of people forget about that down throw. It does kill, especially if you're DIing in, smashing out, you are going to die. And that actually was a little bit off on terms of DI, but I mean, Olimar's so light. You're going to probably die anyway on a stage like Pokemon Stadium, even though it has pretty big blast zones.
Yeah,
not big enough.
Olimar lighter than Kirby, actually. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah,
oh my god.
They're actually the same weight between Kirby, Pikachu, and Olimar, but still, you know, that's how you have for reference that he's such a light character that dying at that percent, no surprise, especially if you're not going to be DIing Ivysaur down throw properly.
Exactly. All right, game 2 here. Shuton, I feel like he was doing a lot better towards the end of that match. In the beginning, it was kind of very explosive on terms of Tweek's side. It was really pressuring him so well. Shuton just couldn't even land. Once Shuton did have the stage control, he was able to rack up so much damage, push Tweek out of his comfort zone, and really bring it back. It just came down to those final minutes. And now here we go, Shuton opening up strongly and getting the damage he needs, 50-60.
That was so much damage. Up smash into back air from Shuton. Great awareness and even following up on that platform right there.
Yeah, we're always so used to seeing the up smash to the up air, and the up air, and the up air, but no, we actually had quite the mix up there, and Shuton getting so much momentum off of it, throwing Tweek off here, and in an edge guard situation.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I had to do with Tweek's percent at least that early on, switching to the Ivysaur as well, going in for that mid combo percents. I like the distance right here, using the Razor Lift to go in, trying to go catch and jump with the Nair at the same time. Love the spacing too. He's respecting Shuton a lot before he goes in after he gets that hit on the Razor Leaf.
Yeah, especially these B reverses coming in from Tweek so well with the Razor Leafs, just not really committing over there, but a little bit too much at that end. And let's not forget, County City may have the largest blast zone up on top, but on the sides, it is so small. You're gonna die quite early.
Exactly, especially from that blue Pikmin grab. And I love how after he actually got that kill on the grab, he tossed the blue Pikmin because he knows he does not need that till a lot later when he gets Tweek at a higher percent.
Yeah, now it's all about damage. Let's rack it up and get that lead secured for yourself. Shuton here, an entire stock lead practically, just by 10. Not going to be a lot. Tweek a little bit more defensive at the moment, respecting Olimar and the fact that Shuton has been a little bit aggressive. And now taking this grab, another edge guard. Let's see what you got, Tweek.
Oh, I love the empty hops. You see, he's trying to go for the fair to try to catch his jump, and even to try to catch him with a downer if he opts to go for the ledge. Shuton still mixing it up. He has 2 purple Pikmin here. Really scary situation, even if you have Charizard on board.
Yeah, I mean, Charizard may be heavy, and he's gonna hit you just as heavy.
Yeah.
but I mean, he's actually not the heaviest at all. He's actually, I'm not sure where he is, but I'm sure he's actually quite light on the heavy side. So he does die at a quite early percent with the right finishing touch.
He has the fastest mobility and most potent raw skills, kill skills when it comes to any of the other Pokemon that Pokemon Trainer has.
Yeah, Charizard is not a low tier in my opinion. He's really, really good.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, we've been seeing the display of power from Tweek, especially with this character. Gets that forward tilt, talk about power, and with rage as well.
And let's talk about the fact that Tweek has been Charizard this entire stock, just facing himself so well and getting the damage he needs to bring this back. Like, we're almost here, baby. Forward throw on edge. Again, an edge guard. Charizard's so good at edge guard because of how big he is.
Oh, I like how he tried to call out the jump with the up air, and his shield's so small, it does the up B out of shield, taking out Shuton's second stock here, using rage to his advantage to do so as well.
Yeah, he's sticking with the Charizard, of course. He wants to get that. Never mind.
Yep. Never mind. Gets the grab. I mean, he was at 170. We take that extra credit, but at least he found a way to take out Shuton's stock despite Shuton being around 70%.
Yeah, he was like behind by a lot. Charizard really did some good work there. Pokemon Trainer's gonna have to give him some sort of treats later. And now back here onto this stock, Squirtle's gonna get the damage done before that Shuton can get his own damage and his own comfortable placement. And now back on stage, I like the way Shuton is retreating, kind of taking his time, figuring out what's going on, and saying, okay, how can I approach this Squirtle safely? Where can I get my damage? All right, gets the 1-2, not into the follow-up he needed.
And you saw the up smash attempt, and the jab block into forward smash. Tweek taking out Shuton with the jab block at the very end by the ledge.
Very strong down smash. It's actually the exact same frames as Meta Knight's down smash. Very, very quick. Comes out quick, ends quick. You think you're safe against it. You are
covers so
not.
much space too.
It does
that
cover a lot of
definitely
space.
covers a lot of space. Really good awareness from Tweek from taking it.
Yeah, good stuff to him. Adapted super well. He knew that Ivysaur was not cutting it out that first stock. Went to Charizard, made the damage as quick as possible because of how big and how strong Charizard is. Lasted a little bit more with Charizard with that last stock, and then Squirtle just came in, made the damage, got the jab block, and was able to kill off the early sides because of that low ceiling. Well, not ceiling, but the low edges.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because although he doesn't have the fastest movement, he has the best frame data, honestly. The lack of projectiles do leave him prone to being camped out a bit, so he definitely has to be the one to approach Shuton in this matchup whenever he is using Squirtle.
All right, here we go. We are at game 3, Tweek up 2-0, but it is not even close. This is like a game 5 set. You know, it's always last hit. Any of these players can take it, especially that Shuton has been playing a lot better as the set has been progressing. I feel like the Tweek's management of each Pokemon, each time he's been switching, he's been really not, you know, patterned. He hasn't been using a pattern of which Pokemon he's using at the same time. He's constantly mixing it up. He's either always Squirtle, always Charizard, or always Ivysaur.
I honestly feel like it's so situational for Tweek. Oh, getting caught right there, having to forcibly go low for the recovery. That downer sending Tweek to the side, though, not going to be going for the spike. Using the Ivysaur again, as we were talking about, switching to the Pokemon situationally to go for that recovery and get back to the stage safely. And I also think this is definitely the move, as Squirtle is prone to losing his stock a lot earlier than any of the other Pokemon.
Definitely, for sure. Like the fact that, high percent, he switched out to Ivysaur, and now this is the position where Pokemon Trainer uses the fact that Ivysaur can space out with the back airs, the Razor Leaps, etc. That was such a good
the tech from the back air too. I mean, I know that this is post-patch right here, but that down air is still so big and strong, sending Shuton straight to the blast zone from that grab.
Yep, gonna follow it up, putting Tweek ahead here. That white Pikmin on him actually distracted Tweek. Tweek was like, get off of me. Gave time for Shuton to just give him the back air and now break this back and getting the damage he needs, and now the advantage.
Yeah, that's not up special to up air that you were talking about earlier too. Look at all that damage that he was able to get off of just that one grab.
Yeah, and now he's got stage control. This is something big for Olimar. If he's got that percent lead, he doesn't have to approach you. He can just kind of stand back, kind of make what he needs until Squirtle really just get in without any problems because of how small he is, and make that damage and break this back as if it was no problem at all.
Yeah, so small. I mean, both Olimar and Squirtle look roughly around the same size. I mean, Squirtle could be dictating these Pikmin if he really wanted to. Oh, the drift back, and trying to go for that down smash again.
All right, we got ourselves a neutral game here. Both of them really respecting each other's spacing. You see Tweek is really trying to get in, using the advantage that Squirtle has for being such a small character. Shuton said, no, I am done getting down aired by you.
Yeah, had to slap him with a Pikmin right there. He did not want to get down into that position. You know that Tweek was looking for it. He gets the back air, though. Such a fast back air at that could auto-cancel. And you saw the call. He was going to call out with the forward smash, but that was such a great answer for Shuton, knowing that when you get up attack from the ledge, that has a little bit of invincibility.
Exactly, especially with the help from Pikmin, because the Pikmin kind of go a little bit further than a normal get-up attack, so he was able just to hit Ivysaur. But unfortunately, that up air will go ahead and take out Shuton to his final stock here in the winner's quarter. So his winner's stock, potential last winner side stock, but hey, you can bring it back. You got one stock each. This is more than enough than what you need, Shuton.
Yeah, last stock situation, the up smash into back air once again. I love how Shuton just racks up this percent so easily on Tweek, but Tweek knowing better, he's not going to let it falter him. Gets the grab, trying to keep Shuton off stage here. We're not going to see a Pokemon switch. Instead, he's just going to regain center stage.
I love the way he's been using Squirtle to deal with Olimar. Whenever he's been having a really hard time getting in, even though Squirtle's got little limbs and it looks like he's really small and can't get in, he's quick. And that's something you have to take advantage of.
Yeah.
If you're a quick character, you can get in on Olimar. You can sneak right by if you are a small guy. You're like that little guy on the basketball court that, you know, doesn't look like a threat, but is actually probably
that
the
frame
fastest
data has
guy
something
there.
to talk to you
Yeah,
about.
exactly. He won't be the one scoring, but he's the one passing and then making the win for his team.
Yeah, and the Ivysaur right here, the ball's passed to him. You see him trying to go in with the down air, goes for the back air as well through the platform. Shuton doing so good right here, has double purple Pikmin, sneaks right through with the Vine Whip through the stage.
LeBron doing such a good job at the moment. All right, so getting back on stage, this is a really scary situation. Charizard, of course, the killing machine, but doesn't have the best landing options, and he is in disadvantage at the moment. So how is he going to get in here on Shuton? Tries going for the grab. I saw that opportunity. So good for Tweek to react to that and not be overwhelmed by this situation.
To test him. That's such a scary situation. Putting himself off stage, even going for the re-grab, and the backer coming through. Tweek maintaining composure, and despite it being at such a high percent last off situation, Tweek still takes it over Shuton.
Yeah, it was so good that last few seconds.